Hi everyone, I'm Roy. In this lesson, we'll learn how to toggle a motor on and off using a latching relay mechanism with just one push button. The dummy bit, B3:0, acts like a memory bit, remembering whether the motor is on or off, and toggles the motor's state with each press of the button. Okay, now we move to hardware section. Here's a hardware list: Allen Bradley Micrologix 1000 PLC. Contactor. Overload. Motor. One push button normally open. The PLC will serve as the core control unit, executing the PLC program for all hardware. Detailed explanation of the program. Run 0000, motor on logic. When the push button, I0, is pressed, and B3:0 is 0, meaning the motor is off, the motor output, O0, is turned on. At the same time, B3:0 is set to 1, so the PLC remembers that the motor is now running. Run 0001, motor OFF logic. The next time the push button is pressed and B3:0 is 1, meaning the motor is on, the motor output, O0, is turned off. The dummy bit, B3:0, is reset back to 0, so the PLC knows the motor is now stopped. Run 0002, motor output latch. This run shows the motor output, O0, being controlled by the state of B3:0. If B3:0 is 1, the motor stays on. If B3:0 is 0, the motor stays off. Each press of the push button flips B3:0 between 0 and 1, toggling the motor state. Program flow. Press 1. If the push button is pressed and B3:0 is 0, the motor turns on. The dummy bit, B3:0, is then set to 1 to indicate the motor is running. Press 2. If the push button is pressed and B3:0 is 1, the motor turns off, and B3:0 is reset back to 0 to indicate the motor is stopped. Now, let's check if the program works as expected. Everything is running smoothly. The motor is toggling on and off with each push button press, as intended. In the next lesson, we'll explore the XOR logic method to toggle the motor on and off. This method introduces more advanced logic for greater flexibility in controlling the motor. See you in the next lesson.